Talk to me when I'm out of body.
So you lay there and said, "What's it ever gotten me believing?"
Okay, Steve was telling me your story.
Go ahead. I told the story of the Kent Hovind tape on the television the next morning after I lay there wrestling with what's the truth. Okay.
Well, anyway, God communicated with him, you might say, through the TV. Okay, got the message to him. That's what matters. Well, I was telling him that's another way of getting messages.
And what blew me away was how did that happen? Like that, just when I needed it and asked for it and wanted it, and boom. What's the coincidence?
Well, let me
of
throw a
that?
little quick example in here about that kind of thing. Down at the bait shop, I would fill my pop coolers up every night. And I'd pick up cases half full, cases full, just mixed up, set them up there. And every time for 3 nights in a row there, right to the last bottle that I brought up there, was the last bottle and the coolers were whole. And about the third night, hey, I ain't doing this, or am I? All right, you doing this, ain't you? I looked and told him. He made me know inside somehow, don't ask me how. I take care of the little things as well as the big. He takes care of all things, everything. We think we ain't watched, Steve. You ain't had a thought that they hadn't put their hand and rolled it over and they put it up safely.
Yeah.
Treasure it.
So every thought, and I say this for a reason for people down there that I know that need to know that stuff. Everything that happens in life, whatever it is,
It's sort of like it's preordained.
is okay.
I'll tell you this about preordained. People said, "Oh, no, man, wait a minute. You're jumping over the fence there a little bit now." In a way, I believe that when I come back from out of my body, and I did, you can believe that, I try to make my own understand what was God. He's the thing behind. It's like he's done it. Like we're puppets and he's putting us through it. Now that making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Not like that. That's what
Right.
I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, no, you can't explain it.
Can't explain it. No. There's words that you can't come back here with. Feelings that you can't tell people about. Can't understand it. We ain't. This is.
No eye has seen, no ear has heard.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Well, you know what poor mama told me in there? She told me a dream when she was sick. She said, I dreamt today that about these little rabbits. She said, boy, these old mean people was to kill them, burn them, and everything, she said. And she said, then the little rabbits died, and then I seen them all in heaven. She said, they were just playing, having the best time there ever was. And she mentioned this boy named Josh. She said, and Josh told me that no matter what happens you on earth, no matter what happens you, it can't compare with what's waiting for you. That she told me that.
When that happened?
That's before she died.
When she was sick, laying in there sick?
Yeah, and I went out there to the hospital, Steve. I had a dentist appointment. And I said, well, at 2 o'clock, I told Pam, you call and cancel that appointment. Something inside me said, you got to go to Winchester. And so I got in the truck, come down here. And I went in the room, and she's the only one there. I rested at the cafeteria or something. She's breathing kind of hard, and I called the nurse and tried, can you give her some oxygen or something? She's breathing kind of hard. I was patting her head and patting her face. She noticed me. She went trying her best to talk to me. She couldn't say a word, but she trying her best to talk to me. And Jenny Gill called, or I called Jenny Gill or something, and I let Jenny Gill listen to her on the phone. She's trying her best to tell me something. I told her, I said, Mama, it's okay. I said, don't worry about none of them back here. I said, you go to Jesus. And about 8-10 minutes after that, she died.
Really?
Yeah, the way it happened. It's a funny thing, but now, poor Mama was different than Dad about that. She was more like, let's call it more human, and not, I don't really know for sure, I don't really know for sure. But there wasn't no better than her on the earth.
Well, that's how we all are. Most people don't know for sure.
And Sue, when she died, she's reaching out as hard as she could reach out. Her hind end's coming up off the bed.
Really?
Oh, really? And Jenny got to reach out to get her hand, and she pushed Jenny Gill's hand away. And that next night, she laying there, and she looked over at me. She's doing the same thing, reaching out. I just sitting there with her. She looked at me, had a big smile on her face. She said, you're right. I'm seeing, and she started telling me who she's seeing. And her voice got all muffled up. And I said, Sue, I can't understand who you're seeing. And said, little thing, she laughed at me. God didn't want me to know who she was seeing.
Yeah.
Okay. But somebody was coming to get, she died that night. But see, death is not the end. Death is not the end. It ain't the beginning. It's the resuming.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the resuming. You're going back to where you came from. We're not our own. We're not. And we're very valuable. And we're hated just as much. Terrible hate. I felt that hate, Steve, in that bait shop office that day down there. I had you and Rod run the trucks, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I was figuring out what to step another route, wasn't going to run it. And buddy, that bait shop office filled up with pure hate. I mean, you could touch it. And I thought, damn, who's hating me so much? I thought about Ray and Ash. You remember Ray, don't you? Ashley
Yeah.
Bait. Mm-hmm. I took a lot of his business, and he was competing with each other. And I said, sure, you can't hate a man this much over a fishing arm or a minute. Well, it went away. The feeling did. And then about 2 or 3 months after that, I had a dream.
Something whining.
We're back for more.
Your granddaughters want to open their gifts from you, so you need to get up there as soon as you can.
Okay, Miss D's talking around that.
We'll be done in a minute.
Yeah, we'll be done in a minute.
So banana pudding and green beans, that's it, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
We have presents you don't know of.
Yeah, I have food, you know. That's true, too.
Is that her crock pot or?
That's our crock pot.
Oh, that's yours.
Hand me the
So,
banana pudding because I'm not going to get in the
Why
shop.
not
What
just
you're
take the whole
saying.
crock pot up there?
Hate Ray.
Huh?
Hating Ray.
Oh, no, I wasn't hating Ray. I figured
I know.
Ray was hating me. And I said, man, can you hate you this much over a fish worm mackerel? And it went away, but I had a dream about that. I walked down this pier.
If you want to get that, I'll get the banana pudding.
Olive juice.
I might get high on all this juice.
Merry Christmas.
I love you.
You too.
Merry Christmas, honey. You have a big old happy New Year.
Now, drop it on
So I'm
the
feeling I can't do it.
table. Yeah, you can. It'd be good.
Mark, you be looking to get through another year.
You all right?
You be looking to get through another year.
Honey, I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, wonderful.
I'm glad.
Well, anyway,
That's what you need to
now
do.
you can't be talking and say recording this. We're making a movie here.
High quality
Oh,
movie.
are you recording something?
Are we?
They was talking about something.
Oh, Lordy, let's get the little light going right. There we go.
All right.
Now, this is a high discussion on life.
Yeah, this is all about life. But it ain't really about life.
Reality.
Okay.
No, it's about
'Cause
reality.
life ain't nothing. Reality is the word. What was I had? Oh, the dream.
Ray and a dream and something.
Me and my friend in this dream was walking down this pier. He's on this side of it. They're always on this side of it, the right side. And I didn't know who he was, but he's my friend. I know that. We walked down the pier in the dream. I seen a old wooden slatted cage, like a crab cage. It had gray mud rolled up in it. I looked down in it. Saw 2 eyes like lasers, like it's bing, right at me. Red eyes. Pure, absolute hate.
That's
It was Satan.
your stuff.
And I called him a dog. I said, you dog. And I raised up in bed, by the way. That happened. That's just a dream. Okay? But that kind of felt the same hate that I felt in the bait shop. The next episode I had with Satan, I was out there in the shop one night, working on a flying saucer.
He ain't crazy.
Now, I'm still working on it. Anyway, anyway, I heard music playing. And I figured those kids that had those bunk beds in front of it there, I figured them boys been out and left the radio playing. They come down there, David Shaw did. This boy get in there and turn the little radio off. We ain't no radio on Papa's, boys. There's a radio in there, I hear the music. They said they wouldn't. They swore they wouldn't. And they left. I went in there and looked. Couldn't find nothing.
Now, Dave,
Shut up and
you
listen.
said that I'm going to bring you down. Was the name of the song?
Yeah, I'm going to. It wasn't no radio. It might be. Marty, don't go there.
Yeah, and
It wasn't no radio on.
I don't know what it was.
Okay, go away.
But anyway,
before I was rudely
there was-
interrupted.
No, you listen and hear me out. So her and Jenny and the boys, she had Dave and them down there with her trying to clean something out around that bait shop and inside. I don't know where you was going to move in it and that you done told
Well,
me
go ahead and
what.
get to the point.
But anyway, I went out there where they was at and I heard Jen was even dancing up and digging all at the same time. And I got something kind of a song, I'm going to bring you down.
Okay, now listen to me.
I don't know the
Now
words.
listen to me on what you're saying.
Yeah.
When I was in, now you got to hear me out now and be sensible. Personal, have to turn TV off.
Well, go right ahead.
All right, now. One thing, there wasn't nothing in the shop. 2 bunk beds sitting there that I built and put in them. I stripped it out clean. Wasn't nothing in that shop. If the boys didn't leave a radio in there, there wasn't one in there. But here's what happened. I had built, Sean brought that big old aquarium down there. Big old aquarium. And I built him, had a little AC motor back there, and I put and made an aerator out of it. I stirred the water, make oxygen in his water for his members. And I was down there by myself. And I unplugged it. I reached over and unplugged that little aerator. And when I unplugged it, the water quit bubbling. No more music. I plugged it back in. I could hear the music coming through the aerator somehow. Anyway, Sean come down there. I said, Sean, honey. I said, there ain't no radio in here. I said, that's the old devil trying to talk to your pawpaw. I said, we're going to sit down here. We're going to order him out of here and by the name of Jesus Christ, the power of his holy blood and all that. And I said, we did. And he quit. And another thing, Jenny Gilman was up front one night playing with a Ouija board.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That'll get you in trouble.
Well, they called me up there. She said she's playing for Ouija board. She said that they was talking to this thing. And they said, is there somebody here you're after, you want? It said, yeah. It said,
Dave.
it spelled Dave. It spelled Dave. That's me. And then she started talking about me. She asked her, why? What did it say?
I don't know.
Because he's godly. Ain't nothing godly about me. I'm pure infidel, but I know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? So she got me on the phone. I put it on speaker. There's a bunch of boys down there too, but all them playing it together, boys. I said, boys, y'all shut up. I said, we're going to order that thing out there right now around my family. I did, and it come back since. Through Jesus.
Wow.
Now, look, when something happens that man can't see in their hand, it didn't happen.
Gee.
That's not true. Nothing, really nothing. The Bible tells you things. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher, okay? There's nothing here, Steve. Not physically. There's good things I can accomplish. I take care of this family. Yeah. That's the good, that's the bad. Now, that's what we're here to decide. Are we going to be bad or good?
So you gonna work for him or not?
And it's your decision. You ain't going to argue when you get up there and he says, sorry, Jack, you lost the race.
Right.
But Steve, I got mad at. Now I want you to tell you something. How terrible we're talking about hell here. How terrible it is. Okay, my hell. What he showed me was hell was this. I got mad at Jenny Gilman over something that day. Something silly, something stupid, ignorant. Anyway, I had a dream. Now God does talk through dreams.
Yeah.
And I was standing in this little trailer.
Too.
Yeah. But I know I was in it forever. Little cabinets, little sink, little table, little trailer. But I know I had to stand in that trailer forever. Wasn't never going to talk to another soul. Nobody. Nothing. Not the devil in that trailer. Me, nothing. Just me.
That. You felt it.
Just, oh my God. I looked up and said, Lord, get me out of here. In the dream. I raised up in the bed away. It happened. Turn the thing off, Steve.
Okay. That's enough. There's the wisdom of Dave Case. It ain't his wisdom. He's full of shit.
There is no wisdom, Steve.
Not here.
Well, like you know how I type it in? What I'm trying to tell them when I type that in. We're like this. A little bird that's lived in his little birdhouse his whole life. Okay? All right. Now, all he's ever seen or know is inside that birdhouse. Okay? When he dies, God opens the door and takes him out of that birdhouse, sets it back, and
Away he flies.
he says, well, gosh, that wasn't nothing. I was inside that little old house all the time.
Thought
That's
that
your
was
life
everything.
on earth.
Yeah.
It's your life on earth.
And it's just beyond the door.
Yeah, that's all called the veil, I guess. The veil, yeah.
The little door is all.
What is this veil talking about? The veil is not a sheet hanging down in front of you. See, it's ignorance. Wisdom is blocked from you. Well, that's crazy. I know how to build a jet. I know how to build a rocket. I know how to go to the moon. That ain't nothing. Told them boys what I think about. I said, boys, I ain't done nothing in my life or learned nothing in my life that's worth putting in my pocket except what I was shown. Rest of it's nonsense. Pure nonsense.
There you go.